Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber's relationship has always drawn attention, but what happened in 2024 surprised even longtime fans. Out of nowhere, Selena's team quietly confirmed that Justin had reached out to her the previous year. This small piece of information set off a wave of reactions online. Fans rushed back to old videos, interviews, and photos, trying to find clues, anything that might hint that Justin still had feelings for Selena. Their history goes all the way back to 2009. The two had a rocky relationship filled with ups and downs until it came to an end in 2018. That same year, Justin married Hailey Baldwin, which many saw as a sudden move. Now, in 2024, both had taken very different paths. Justin had just become a father, a life-changing event that insiders say made him reflect on his past, especially his time with Selena. Meanwhile, Selena was in a committed relationship with producer Benny Blanco, someone who had been quietly supporting her behind the scenes during this emotional period. Reports claimed Justin had contacted both Selena and Benny. Some believed he just wanted to settle things once and for all, or maybe find a sense of closure that he never got before. But instead of making things easier, his actions stirred up more emotions. By December, Selena and Benny had quietly gotten engaged, something her team later confirmed. She let her team handle it, showing that she had no interest in going backward or reopening that chapter of her life. What made the situation worse were some of Justin's online posts. One meme he shared in April 2025 didn't sit well with fans. Many believed it was aimed at Selena and was meant to mock her engagement news. It felt petty, especially considering that he was married and now a father. To some, it looked like he hadn't emotionally moved on, no matter how things appeared on the surface. Selena, in contrast, kept things low-key and respectful. She focused on her work, especially her role in the hit series Only Murders in the Building. She didn't reply to the messages, didn't comment on the drama, and didn't get pulled into online back and forth. Her silence was her response. Her team confirmed that Justin did send messages, but Selena made it clear she wasn't interested in reconnecting. Her decision to stay quiet spoke volumes. Her fans stood by her, and she received a lot of public support. Even celebrities like Taylor Swift showed their encouragement. People admired how she kept strong boundaries and stayed focused on her future with Benny instead of being dragged into old drama. On social media platforms like Twitter and Reddit, the discussion became intense. Many users brought up how unfair the treatment of Selena often is. When Justin posts something emotional, it's seen as deep or heartfelt. But when Selena expresses her feelings, she gets criticized or called dramatic. This imbalance didn't go unnoticed. Supporters began calling out the clear double standard. Why was it okay for Justin to share his emotions, but when Selena did the same, she was seen as stirring the pot? Fans defended her right to speak her truth and also questioned Justin's intentions. If he had truly moved on, why keep posting things that seemed to be about her? Why try to reopen something she had already put behind her? People began to say that Justin should focus on his new family and respect Selena's happiness. His continued behavior online, subtle or not, felt like an attempt to hold on to something that was no longer his. Fans felt that if he really wanted to grow, he needed to stop drawing attention to a past that Selena had already let go of. Through all of this, Selena remained focused. She didn't retaliate or give in to the online pressure. She kept her energy on her work, her relationship, and her peace of mind. Her choice to stay silent made more of an impact than any public statement ever could. Her fans saw it as proof that she had truly matured and wasn't going to let anyone pull her back into old patterns that left many people wondering why. Does Justin still seem so caught up in Selena's life? Was it jealousy? Regret? Many believed it wasn't about her fame or career. It was about the calmness she now had in her life. It was about her finding real happiness with someone like Benny Blanco, who supported her in ways Justin never did. Unlike Justin's past behavior, which often felt dramatic and attention-seeking, Benny was quiet and steady. He didn't post long captions or try to prove his love in public. He showed it through actions. He was there for Selena consistently, supporting her without needing the spotlight. Over time, even the fans who were unsure about him came around. They noticed how much he respected her, how serious he was about their future, and how grounded their relationship seemed. Selena's fans appreciated this contrast. It felt like she had finally found someone who matched her energy and gave her the calm she had always deserved. The comparison between Justin's emotional confusion and Benny's quiet commitment became more and more obvious to everyone watching. This chapter in Selena's life showed just how far she had come. She wasn't the same girl caught in an endless loop of a love story that never seemed to go anywhere. She had moved forward, found love again, and this time she wasn't letting anyone's mess get in the way. While the internet continued to talk, she continued to build her life on her own terms. This wasn't about heartbreak songs or online drama anymore. It had become something deeper, something real. It was about how much Selena had changed, how far she had come. She wasn't caught up in what people were saying. She didn't feel the need to prove anything. After years of ups and downs, she had finally reached a place of calm. She was protecting her peace, not performing for headlines. This time, she wasn't looking back. She wasn't waiting for closure or trying to explain herself. She was simply moving forward. Her past with Justin had been full of emotional highs and lows. There had been public breakups, cryptic messages, and endless rumors. But now, Selena had let go of all of it. She wasn't replaying the past anymore. She was living in the present quietly and confidently. Meanwhile, Justin still seemed to be stuck. His posts hinted at regrets, or at least unresolved feelings. It looked like he was still struggling with letting go, even though years had passed and both their lives had changed. But while Justin kept sending out subtle signals online, Selena stayed centered. She didn't respond. She didn't post anything to stir things up. She focused on her life, her relationship with Benny, and her career. She stayed grounded and she wasn't doing it alone. Taylor Swift, who had always been one of her closest friends, was right there by her side. When Selena and Benny got engaged, Taylor didn't just quietly support them. She made a fun, lighthearted comment about wanting to be the flower girl. It was her way of showing how happy she was for Selena. It also reminded everyone that their friendship was genuine, full of history and support. Not just for show. Taylor had seen Selena through some of her darkest moments, especially during the most difficult parts of her relationship with Justin. She had cheered her on during award seasons, been there after tough breakups, and shown up publicly when Selena dropped emotional songs like Lose You to Love Me back in 2019. Taylor wasn't just there for the good times, she was there for the rebuilding too. And that kind of support meant everything. By 2023, it wasn't just Taylor anymore. More celebrities were stepping up. Jeffree Star, known for never holding back, openly criticized Hailey Bieber in a video that quickly went viral. Lady Gaga praised Selena in interviews, calling her beautiful not just for her looks but for who she was on the inside. These weren't just empty compliments, they were public acknowledgments that Selena deserved kindness and support. Through it all, Selena stayed silent. She didn't jump into the drama or post shady responses. Her strength came from choosing not to react. She let her life, her success, and her peace speak for her. And the people around her noticed. Even childhood friends like Jennifer Stone joined in. Jennifer, who fans remember from their Disney Channel days on Wizards of Waverly Place, made a TikTok that showed her love and support for Selena. It was simple and sweet, but reminded fans of how long Selena had been surrounded by real friends. Influencers like Jordan Woods and artists like Muni Long also started showing public support using Selena's music in their videos, promoting her beauty brand, Rare Beauty, and reminding the world that Selena had people rooting for her. Loudly and clearly, Taylor wasn't done either. In 2025, Selena and Benny released a project titled I Said I Love You First. Without being asked, Taylor promoted it. She shared the song on social media, played it during events, and even dropped references to it in interviews. She never mentioned Justin's name. She didn't have to. Her support for Selena said everything. She was standing behind her friends. New beginning without dragging up old pain. Selena, for her part, stayed away from anything that could reignite the drama. No matter what Justin posted, whether it was vague captions, old memories, or lyrics that fans thought were directed at her, she didn't respond. She focused on her relationship with Benny, her music, and the brand she'd built. It was obvious that she had no interest in playing old games. When she released a song called How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten, fans immediately started guessing. The lyrics were sharp, full of feeling, and the timing raised questions. People couldn't help but wonder if it was about Justin. But Selena didn't confirm or deny anything that was her style. Now, she didn't need to. Her choice not to explain or name names only made the song more powerful. It allowed fans to feel the emotions without turning it into another headline battle. What stood out was how she let her work do the talking. She didn't need to point fingers or make loud statements. Her growth, her peace, and her happiness were all the answers people needed. The strength she showed by staying out of the chaos was something her fans admired most. She wasn't trying to win an argument or prove anyone wrong. She was just choosing to live well, and that said more than any social media post ever could. This wasn't about who had the last word. It wasn't about getting revenge or dragging the past into the present. It was about moving on without needing to announce it. Selena showed that growth doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes it looks like staying quiet, building a happy life, and refusing to let old pain shape who you are today. Justin's posts and comments may continue, but Selena isn't paying attention. She's focused on what matters, her peace, her relationship, her art, and the people who truly care about her. She's not giving the past any more space in her life, and that's a kind of freedom most people spend years trying to find. So if you've followed this story and appreciate Selena's journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll keep bringing you more updates and stories just like this one.